There's a lot of weird things that go on around this world, and one of them being missing people. Now, depending on the circumstances of those missing people, like being kidnapped or being murdered and disposed of, sometimes it just seems like certain people just vanish out of thin air, and that's just really weird to me. So I wanted to talk about some cases that just don't sit right with me. A Moorhead native, Gladys, went missing around August 6th of 1990 when she left her home. Her last known whereabouts was by a letter that was postmarked in the Lexington area. Gladys was 71 by the time of her disappearance, and there had been no signs of her whereabouts by authorities or by local people who've been trying to find her ever since. Born on May 5th of 1971, Ann Godhib was a 12-year-old Soviet Jewish immigrant living in Louisville, Kentucky. One day on June 1st of 1983, she went to her local mall, which was the Bashford Manor Mall, that was across the street from her apartment complex, as she took her bike with her. During this time, she went missing, which led to a police investigation. As the FBI headed the investigation, they used police dogs to trace her scent, which led them to her grandmother's apartment complex, which she has stated that Ann has never visited her in that complex. This was marked as an error by the police dog. The police looked into local sex offenders, but each of them had their own alibi for that day. In 1990, a Texas death row inmate by the name of Michael Lee Lockhart claimed that he killed Ann and buried her body at Fort Knox, but this led to no physical evidence upon the police investigating this claim. Years passed as this became a cold case, but on December 4th of 2008, a suspect by the name of Gregory Oakley Jr. could have been the one to take Ann, but he died in 2002. Many claims against Gregory would come up, but no physical evidence would pop up from this as police investigated him. Many theories would spread around about Ann's disappearance, as one of them being Soviets kidnapped her to take her back to her homeland, or that Ann was unhappy with the American lifestyle and ran away. But police and Ann's family have denied these theories. And Ann has been missing since then, and no leads have come up about her case, and it's a cold case, and she is just gone. A Vasella local, Randy Settler, went missing on August 16th of 1980 after two police officers dropped him off a mile away from his home after being in their custody for intoxication. This was the last time that he would be seen by anyone, as this was 2 weeks prior to him being 18 years old. He spent the night of his disappearance at the local county fair, where he became intoxicated by alcohol and marijuana. Police picked him up, but drove him home due to him being a minor. This drive took a bad turn when Randy attacked one of the police officers after he refused to identify which house was his home. This is why he was dropped off. An investigation began, but no leads emerged until 1990. A serial killer, Donald Leroy Evans, claimed that he killed the boy. Donald made various claims about Settler that seemed credible at the time, but after looking into his story, there was no evidence that came from it. After another tip came in claiming that the two police could have been the one to be involved, as they dropped Randy off that night. Due to their inconsistencies with Randy, they investigated it, but there was no leads or any physical evidence claiming this. But years later, nothing has come up about Randy or his whereabouts to this day. In Henderson County, Kentucky, on 1995, a young woman, Heather Tigg, was kidnapped at Newburgh Beach. A witness saw a man with bushy hair alongside a beard take Heather while she was sunbathing. Police believe this man to be Marty Deal, as he fit the description, and while his Ford Bronco was caught on camera near the scene. Heather's mother, Sarah, says that isn't Marty, as he did not match the description provided. A few days later, Marty would commit suicide. Heather's bathing suit was sent off for testing, but this has not came up with any leads or evidence to suggest where Heather is or what has happened to Heather, which this has been 30 years since her disappearance. In West Liberty, Kentucky, on March 28th of 2017, a 20-year-old Carrie Lee Burgett left her home with her boyfriend around midnight, as she told her family she would be back home the next day to take her kids to school. An investigation was set up as she never returned home from work. Police stated no foul play during the beginning of the investigation, but many unanswered questions are in this case, as her boyfriend sold her jewelry, which her family found out about. No leads have came up since her disappearance, and her family are still trying to find Carrie. On March 28th of 2018 in Graves County, Kentucky, a 25-year-old Samantha Spurry went on a ride in the woods with her boyfriend, Ren Lee Henderson. He stated that they took a four-wheeler out there before getting stuck and spending the night out there, before going their separate ways as Samantha was heading towards Mayfield. Amanda Parton, Samantha's aunt, stated many times that they want closure as years has passed since her disappearance. A few days before the event, Amanda confronted Samantha about her drug use, which was meth and marijuana. Amanda even mentioned through text that she would help Samantha by paying for her rehab. Her family has stated that Samantha was an active mother who was great at doing that, as she loved her children, even through addiction. Nothing has come up about Samantha's whereabouts to this day, as her family are still looking for her. Crystal Hall, a Pikeville, Kentucky native who was 24 at the time of her disappearance. Crystal was on the phone with a friend of hers during the night of March 1st of 2009. Her friend stated that Crystal mentioned that someone was trying to get inside her home by coming through the back door. All of her possessions were left behind, but no Crystal. No leads have came up since then, as Crystal is still missing. This case is haunting to me compared to the other cases, due to her being in her home somewhere where you believe you are safe, but you get took away or something happens to you, and it's just really boggling to me that something like that could have happened. But to this day, she is still missing, and her family is still trying to find her. Alright, that'll be today's video. I wanted to touch up on some missing person cases in Kentucky, because there are so many of them that are just unanswered, and there are no leads to where these people are. And there is a certain case in mind that did bring this video topic up, which is Amber Spradlin. Now, Amber Spradlin, that is an ongoing investigation where there's a lot of details towards this case that I don't know the full story of. But if you want to check that out, you can. There's a lot of other resources that are a lot better than what I'm saying. But if you want to go check that out, please do, as this case that brought up this topic of the video is just horrible. But if you like this form of content, let me know. I'm trying to read off a script off screen, so that's why I'm kind of jittery and I really don't know what to do with my hands. But I hope you enjoy this type of video today, and stick around for more. I might post more topics like this. Like, comment, and subscribe. It does help out the channel a lot. But until next time, I'll catch you in the next one.